Finds the fielder with that shot. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe, and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Great timing right off the meat of the bat. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. There could be a couple if they hustle. Couldn't get it through the field. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Top edge. Well, that's gone well over the keeper's head. Might be four as well.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left the wide one. Wicket-keeper with the gather.
Nicked it, but that's going to go all the way to the boundary. End of the over. The Strikers, 14 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Hatcher, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Doesn't beat the infield. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. There'll be runs here. Edged. Hatcher with a huge appeal. Caught. Good work from the keeper. Coming to the wicket. They'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. At least one here. Nice shot. Runs possible. Three added in that over. The Strikers, 17 for one.
Excellent first over, and they followed up with a solid second over of the power play.
Oh, geez, that sounded nice off the bat. That's racing away down the deep square.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Nicely played. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Four runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots. Left the wide delivery alone.
Nicely played. Runs one.
Short was quick onto that one. Cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Can't get that outside the ring field.
End of the third over. The batting team are now on.
Misses. That's a big chance gone begging.
Lynn doesn't offer a shot.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. And a scamper through for a single. Good running. That's right out of the middle of the bat. Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, made it hard to score.
Outstanding job. They read all the bowler's variations, combination of precision and power. Tremendous power play.
Going with spin now. Straight to the fielder. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
There'll be runs here. End of another disappointing over. Stoinis has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Square cut, finds point, no run. Caught, and it's one of the easiest catches you'll see. Field come up now, you think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Perfectly timed. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Worked away. That's a nice single. On target there with that throw despite the distance. And the chance goes begging. The hop. All teams gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Lynn with a leave. Didn't like the width.
Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do. Right out of the middle of the bat. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
End of the 6th over. The strikers.
Stoinis coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Into the attack for the Stars.
Left that one a bit too much width to tempt the shot.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Great commitment.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Lynn, fortunate there. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Left the wide delivery alone.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Chance. That's gone down. Another over where runs are just too easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well, and the confidence is starting to build.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Nicked it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Dropped. What a let-off. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. The ball's returned out from the deep there. Super catch. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Leading edge, but safe. Batter turned their hands a little too early on that, it seemed. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. They'll get at least one here. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shots. Might look to go big again here.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. Out. No! Somehow it's missed everything. Shot. Should be runs here. There could be a couple if they hustle.
End of the over. The score is now 3-3.
Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. Nicely played. Runs one. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Great catch at mid-on. Fantastic stuff. New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Nice shot, straight to gully. Big edge, where's that going? Great fielding there, very accurate long distance throw. Over, the strikers are 2 for 4.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
2 full, punch back down the ground. It could be 4. Nice shot, runs possible. That's a boundary save for sure. Went for the drive, complete miss. Everyone's gone up. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Mackenzie with a huge appeal. Fantastic pull shot, rode the bounce and got inside the line. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Half a chance, missed. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? There'll be runs here. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. The new batter always likes to feel bat on balls. They bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be four.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
They'll get at least one here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Overton ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. They'll push hard, should get back for two. Shot, should be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield. Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. There could be a couple if they hustle.
End of the 13th over. The strikers are now
Mackenzie coming back into the attack has done well so far.
with the Stars.
Edged it. Overton staying put, but the opposition have put in a huge appeal. Caught. Good work from the keeper. With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Harvey will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Clipped away neatly off the pads. Should get four. Stoinis showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Perfectly timed.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Boundary last delivery, is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Edged. Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do. Six runs added in the over. The strikers are 5 for 6. Two fielders can now be put outside the circle. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Nice shot. Runs possible. Great shot. At least one on offer. That's a solid shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. There'll be runs here. Can't get that outside the ring field. And a scamper through for a single. Good running.
The strikers are now on. 13 for 6.
Stoinis coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely. Nicely played. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Big edge. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. They'll get at least one here. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
It didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Sticking it back into bowl here. Yep. We wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Finds the edge. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. How will he reply?
There could be a couple if they hustle. Well played. Could be a quick single. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
End of the 17th over. The batting
Hatcher has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Nicely played. Runs one. edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edge, amazing delivery. Shot, should be runs here. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
End of the 18th over. The strikers are now 7 for 6.
Goes over the top with that shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot. Runs possible. Well balanced, smothered the ball, and through the leg side it goes.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Flicked off the pads to deep square, just the one on offer. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between
Well, the
these.
tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Middled that one, great timing. Some serious questions need to be asked after another poor over. First, how to stop the rot, and secondly, do you use someone else?
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, dropped it. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. Edged it. There'll be runs here. And the innings comes to an end. The Stars will need 155 runs. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match. Misses everything. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Good return back from the deep.
You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Square cut, finds point, no run. There could be a couple if they hustle.
the
A
Stars.
new bowler is coming into the attack.
The new bowler into the attack for the Strikers.
That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh, superb timing.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Went for the drive, complete miss. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Late cut, straight to the fielder. The big one, 12 runs out of there. The Stars, 15 for none.
Halfway through the power play, and the batters are doing a solid job at the start of this run chase so far. An opportunity to perhaps push it along further in the second half of the power play. The gap was left open for them, and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery. For that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Can't hit it any more sweetly than that. Oh, simple run out. Maxwell comes in the bat, has performed well over the last few matches and looks in really good touch. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Over, the Stars are 23 for 2.
3 overs gone, and the bowlers are holding steady, not letting them get away too much. The run rate is 8 to 10 and over, so it's pretty evenly poised at the moment.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Pinged off the bat.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. The crowd is electric right now. They'll get at least one here.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
There'll be runs here.
Good return there, backs from the deep.
End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. The Stars are 38 for 2. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle. Nice shot. Runs possible. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Wow, that's missed a lot. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Just drifting onto the legs and driven away. Lovely shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Six runs out of there. The Stars are 44 for 2.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Shot, should be runs here. Great commitment. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Worked away. That's a nice single. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
That's the over. The Stars, 65 for 2.
So the fielders will push out now. They'll look to limit the boundaries and try to keep it to singles and twos. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, nice shot. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Couldn't get it through the field. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Over the Stars, 59 for 2.
Some good work after the power play. Run rate required hasn't pushed up too high.
It mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple.
Watched it closely out of the hand and hammered that slower ball away to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder.
A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
They'll get at least one here. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Let it come to them, got enough bat on it to send it down to the deep third boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Out. No! Somehow it's missed everything. Bowler and fielders look really confident. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
And that brings up the 50 partnership.
Good coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Fantastic pull shot. Rode the bounce and got inside the line. There'll be runs here.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Maxwell waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Might look to go big again here.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Wood shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Shot. Should be runs here. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
Going with pace now.
Strikers.
played could be a quick single. Right out of the middle of the bat.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Misses everything. End of the over. 7 off it. The Stars are 97 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Chance to run 2.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting. How will the bowler respond?
They'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive chance. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Went for the drive. Complete miss. No. Terrible shot. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of another disappointing over. Short has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
There'll be runs here. Shot, should be runs here.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
Super shot, that.
And then takes this part.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. Can he come back with a dot ball?
He was quick onto that in the infield. Bowling fielders look really confident. Big appeal. This could be out. Next one up. Such a good start to this innings. The openers have laid the foundations for a big innings. Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Oh, dropped it. Picked that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Great shot. At least one on offer.
He didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Wow, that's missed a lot. Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Nice shot. Runs possible. That's a much better over. Good comeback after being smacked around a bit in the previous over.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all around this ground. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. It's in the air and safe. Should get some runs from that.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That's the over. Bowling like that really puts the pressure on as this match comes to its conclusion.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. There could be a couple if they hustle. Bold, stunning delivery. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
Good return there, back from the deep.
The crowd is electric right now. Everyone's gone up. The strikers having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Impacting outside the line. Easy decision that for the third umpire.
Curran looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Shot. Should be runs here.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. And that's gone. Amazing catch. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. I'm sure will be onto their bowls to pick up another quick wicket. Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Lovely bowling. There'll be runs here. Couldn't get it through the field.
End of the 17th over. The Stars are now on 50 for 6.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. They need one to win.
Poor shot, really lucky. The bowler looks really confident. Oh, that's close. Mackenzie looked really confident in reviewing that. Did look out to me, though.
So far, so good with the line. Is it hitting the stumps? Is height an issue at all? Mackenzie has to go. Ends up being a waste of a review.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though. They'll get at least one here.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a